Hey you guys, my name is Sarah and I'm the owner of Antigua Floral and Styling, and we're so excited to share with you guys today on how we're gonna make our bouquets. I'm gonna jump right into it. Usually when the flowers first come in, we process them, we cut them, we let them drink, and then we usually have a recipe that is set for those flowers, and we pull all those flowers according to the recipe and we put them in a vase, kind of like this. So I'm going to introduce to you to all of our candidates, all of our ingredients here. So these guys are the roses, and the roses, this is a quicksand rose. Any of these guys, if you see if there is like a bruised petal or anything, I would just clean them up and make sure that these bouquets, like anything that has to do with the bouquet flowers, they are the best of the best. Also we have here today is these Lizzie Anthus. They are stunning fellas. We cleaned them up individually and we took out the pollen, the little yellow stuff in the middle. We just picked them out, and just to quickly show you guys how we cleaned them. So usually they come in like this, just to clean them up because I want the bloom to show off. I'll just snip off the sides and I'll save these for a centerpiece later, so don't get rid of it. Next up, we have our butterfly ranunculus. They are fun and they have so much movement and body with them. Love them. As well, we have a bit of the foxgloves, like a magenta color. And again, we clean the greenery, you clean all the stems, they are clean. Nothing's happening down here, so make sure you clean that up. As well, I have a little bit of the peach ranunculus. Again, clean stems all the way through. Cute colors. As well, we have this yellow ranunculus, and again, see, we have some greenery below, so I'm gonna take these out, and just to share with you guys that we are gonna clean it up. See, even just like that, love it. And see how it has a curve and all the movement that you have? You wanna save that, you wanna take care of that. It's all muscle memory when you first start with a bouquet. So even as you start with a bouquet, if I'm like this and I have my hand closed, of course all your stems are gonna be facing up and they're gonna be like harsh and stressed out. But if your hand is kind of like an open cup and you place it to one side, see, you have more permission to have more movement in your bouquets. So kind of like a vase, there's a difference between this kind of vase and see the circle, like the opening of it, comparison to this vase, the opening's a bit larger and the flowers have movement to move in it. So when I start my bouquets, I love to start them as an X. So as you have your hand out, and again, it's loose, you can be able to have an X, start on one side and go with the other. See? If I'm stressed out and I'm going like this, we're going nowhere, right? You're not giving it space to move. But in comparison, to make a difference, you can be able to kind of X it in. And I love to start with greenery. With the greenery, it's not gonna be overall just overwhelming. You just wanna make sure that the greenery, just again, kind of like a centerpiece, it dictates where you're gonna go. So this guy, I'm gonna do another X over here, and then again, this side, I'm gonna go under and put him in over here. And as I go, flowers are gonna shift, things are gonna move, but you know what? That's gonna be okay. You're the one who's gonna be able to dictate where things are gonna be able to go. I'm gonna start with my line flowers, and I'm gonna start with the foxglove. I love these guys. So these guys, I love the line flowers, and make sure that they're not all going to the same area, and you can be able to have different heights and textures with your bouquets. So when I do my bouquets, when I put my florals, I love to have odd numbers in them. And it's just a weird thing of mine, but I kind of prefer to always have either 5 or 7 or 3. All right, and I'm going into my roses. Again, with my roses, I'm just gonna jump, and I'm still holding on to it. I'm not stressed out. I'm not going up, going in, nope. And still, even with my fingers in between, I can still like kind of dictate where they're going over here. So with these guys, I'm gonna put my rose here in the middle. He's like a little valley over here. See, and again, you see things already shifting, things already moving, and that's okay, that's fine. I'm gonna add in 2 more of the foxglove over here. Again, I want this to be able to have lots of movement. And everything's purposeful, nothing's too crazy or overwhelming. You don't wanna overwhelm the bouquet, you don't wanna overwhelm what's going on. So you don't wanna get to a point with your line flowers that kind of looks like bunny rabbits' ears. No. Give them different height. Some of them could be a background dancer. Some of them can show off. That is okay. And I'm still holding on to it. I'm still loose. We're still hanging out. we're still good. All right, and I'm gonna go into the butterfly ranunculus. These guys, I'm gonna do the orange ones. And see again, see how these guys have so much body and movement? I want them to show off, so I'm gonna place them in here. And see how these two are kind of shifting in? I don't want that to happen, so I'm gonna pop her out here. Give a little adjustment there. There we go. And even this guy, just alone, I want him to show off over here. And again, as I'm placing each flower, it's more of an X going in, back and forth. So let me do one over here. Hello. All right, so we have our butterfly ranunculus in there. We have our foxglove, our line flowers, our greenery, our roses. I think I might add 2 more stems just to be safe. And there are some bouquets that, as I'm designing, as I'm making, there are some days that I just need to step away from it. You know what? That's okay. You can step away from the bouquet. I'll say, you know what? I'll see you tomorrow morning. And then when I come back to the studio the next day and I have a fresh mindset, I got sleep, I got some rest, and then I have kind of more of a game plan of how I want the bouquet to be, ooh, then we'll go. So I feel like I'm at a really good stopping point right here. And I'm gonna add, I feel like I'm gonna add my first layer of tape. And this is bouquet tape. You can even get this at Michael's, you can get this on Amazon. So I would just place this at the neck, see where my hands are, and it's still at the neck. There's no greenery under my hands. There's no greenery under. So right at the neck, I'm just gonna place a good layer. And again, I'm not squeezing them and going up. I'm not stressing out. We're not stressing out over here. No stress. Why do we need to stress? Not at all. So I'm gonna wrap this around. Boo, boo, boo. And I'm not wrapping it too tightly. I'm not doing anything crazy. It's kind of a loose wrap. It's still firm enough, but it's loose enough for me to still shift things around. So I can be able to pop this a little bit lower, a little bit higher. You see how it looks like on the other side? Ooh la la, she's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. So right here, kind of out of a good point, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these. See how as I'm designing, it's like hitting me and hitting my hips. Some stems are longer and that's okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut these. Boop, boop. It's okay, it's my rug. So we're gonna keep going. I still got the Lisianthus to add in, and I still have the Lisianthus and a little bit of the butterfly left too. So with the Lisianthus, I do want them to be focal moments. So I'm gonna pop them out just a little bit more than the foxglove. Again, I'm not going crazy. Everything is intentional. That's what it is. Everything's intentional. See how I have a little bit of yellow going on here? So I'm gonna put a little bit of apricot in the middle of the yellow just so it can pop out. Even still with the magenta colors, and it's a little bit darker tones, I'm gonna put this apricot here so it could just be balanced overall with the color story that's going on here. And see, I got nothing over here on my greenery, so I'm gonna add in another guy right over here. And see, even as my stem, if I put this guy over here, I feel like he's gonna fall apart. You're okay, give yourself the permission. You can be able to intertwine. See the stems? Put her in there. They're gonna support each other. That's okay. Add her in here. As I'm looking down, I feel like I need just a bit of color going in. And again, you can pull it down from the stems, but I'm not gonna have her the same height. It's not gonna be compact and tight. So I am gonna pull her out and let her show off. Let her have her moment there. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more to this side. See how there's like a hole right there? So we're gonna go ahead and add that in. Let her show off, let her do her thing. And again, once more, I feel like there's a hole right here, and I feel like this would be a beautiful spot for a butterfly ranunculus. And I love this guy, he's got 3 stems, spoiling me. See, and I'm just gonna add him right in there. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, we're almost there, friends. See, and again, a lot of these, see how this guy's in the middle? Things have shifted, things have moved. So with this guy, even with the foxglove. It's okay, I can take something out because remember, when you wrapped it, it's pretty loose. So I can be able to add this in and I can still tuck her right back in and put her right back into place. And I'm gonna hold on to her with my thumb. I have some ranunculus, it's kind of like a peach apricot fella. I'm gonna add her in. She's so cute. And I'm gonna put her in between the roses so that it's not just rows and rows. All right, I have 2 more. This ranunculus here. I'm gonna add 1 over here, crisscross her over. See, she should be friends with the apricot Lysianthus. I'm gonna tuck her in right here by the rose. And I'm gonna tuck her in right over here. They could be friends with each other. There you go, Lysianthus. Hey girl, pull her in. I'm not crazy about this greenery over here because I feel like they're taking up way too much attention from this butterfly ranunculus. And you know, you can adjust, you can trim. Big difference. As the last final touch, I'm gonna add in this yellow butterfly ranunculus. Again, body, movement. I'm gonna make sure she moves. She's got shape. Right there. See? There's movement, there's body. She's happy, she's moving. I feel like you're looking great. And when it comes to cutting at the end, when you're done, and when it comes to trimming the stems, you can be able to just trim them right below the wrist, right about here. It depends, usually people like long stems, shorter stems, different fellas, but on average, I would say shorter stems are best. Not too short, nothing crazy, but just enough that when they hold it, kind of hits their wrist, right there. Beautiful. And there you have it. Got a little gorgeous spring bouquet. All right, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being part of this journey with us. Hope you inspired, hope you love the colors, or you just like flowers. Enjoy.